こんにちは、チャートマスターの根崎ゆきです。4月26日、金曜日のセッションリキャップ取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。それでは始めていきましょう。
We're going to start on the euro. This is the session recap for the 25th of April. These are the trade opportunities we're looking for in the future for either after session or tonight in Singapore, Asian, or the London. All right. Currently, we're in this trade right here on the no, not on the euro. Sorry, on the euro dollar, and it's not got enough room right now to make this trade. All right. So it's the problem with what's against us right now is time of day. Time of day is against us. So from 30 pips from here down to here. So there's 30 pips there. All right. They're already taking the 3,000 out, so we don't have to worry about the 3,000 even number anymore. All right. Okay, guys. Right. Screen. What's happening here? Still green. How about now? Wow. I don't know what's going on here. Alright. So there's a little dinky trade here. I'm not going to make the trade. Time of day is against me. I won't make a trade this close to it. Green again. Wow. Okay. Which one I've heard that? Let me do something different here. Let me try one more way. Is it green now? Alright, let's see what happens here. What about now? Green. Okay. Wow. Alright. Give me a second. Let me try a different drawer. Backup drawer here, so how about now? You see the circle? You see the circle? Alright, good. This drawer then. I have a pain using this drawer. Alright, so we're looking to come down. Let's take it to the 240 where we can see it. Alright, we're looking to come down to the day chart bottom. Alright, right there, down to this day chart bottom and bounce out of here. If we don't bounce, we break, hook, and go. Our trade is down to the 29.
ユーロドルです。ユーロドルは、下のデイチャートのトレンドラインのボトムまで下がっていきそうですよねと。で、跳ね返ってきてバウンスしていったら上まで。で、もし下に抜けてきてブレイクフック&ゴーだったら下のターゲットまで取っていきたいよねと。
22. Alright, wait for the break, the hook, and the go if it breaks the day chart bottom. Yes, it will be Diane, but if you're, I will send all of winners. It's not available to anybody except for live subscribers, but I will send the link to all of the winners edge traders, so you can do it. You can recap. It's about 10 minutes long. Okay. So that's what we're waiting for, is that to happen. All right. So. I don't know how to use the tools very well. There we go. Come on. I don't know how to use this tool. I rarely use this one. Let me get it off of there. Again. I don't know what's going on here. Man. Having all kinds of trouble. Right. So got that. We're looking for a bounce. Up in here. Target will be back up to the 31.54. If they get that trade, there's a two-part trade. First part's here. Second part is here. If it comes down, break, hooks, and goes, we're going to trade it down to 28.92. Alright.
買いの場合ですよね。買いの場合だったらブレイクフック&ゴー、ブレイクしていったらもうここ1つ目、2つ目というふうに取っていきたくて、下行ったらブレイクフック&ゴーで、2897、2892まで取っていきたいよねと。
Alright. Over to the pound. Pound, there's nothing for us to do until we get a retracement. They need to square this candle up. for sure. Got it. I need to square this candle up down into maybe this low, but at least this low, where there's the tops right here. So if we can get a trade down, if it pulls back down to here and bounces, you're going to take this trade back up to the day chart inline.
ポンドドルです。ポンドドルはこのキャンドルをスキャップしなくちゃおかしくて、リーストここまで。リーストっていうのは少なくてもですよね。少なくてもここまで。で、もしかしたらその次の、その前のサポートまで来るかもしれませんと。で、なので跳ね返ってきたら買っていきたいよねっていうことを言っています。
And remember, it keeps going up. So the real target up here is 1.5500 on the bounce of 53.62. All right. So on the bounce of 53.62, you're going to trade it up through the 5400. This target is out of the way; it's already been taken out. All right. So you're going to trade it, and you're going to move your stop above 5400. Above 5400, you're going to add your position right here for the target at 55.17. So it's two-part trade, 1 and 2, right there. All right. Let's see if I can take this one off. Next one. The CAD. CAD's coming down. Looking for this to break it down through here. We have a break. We need a hook to go. Let's take it down to 60. Alright, so we're being held. We did get the break in the hook, but we haven't got a big O yet. Alright. There's the break. There's the hook back. Everybody see the break down? With the candle down, the red candle back up to the upside was buy. Alright, and then there's the sell. So we're in the break, hook, and go. This trade is basically underway right now. We've already taken out the 10200. Okay, so this is a trade that actually may happen as soon as we close the room here. Alright, so the target is 101.52. You got 101.97, so you've got roughly 46, 47 pips in here right now. And we've been waiting.
ドルカナダです。ドルカナダはサポート抜けてきてブレイクフック&ゴーしてます。なので、ラフリー、今はトレードですよねと。で、なので、このセッションリキャップ終わったら、下がってくるかもしれませんよね。1.0152 がターゲットですよ。だいたい40ピップ、47ピップぐらいありますよと。
Trade all morning is just now happening right now. All right? So we want to take this trade down to 101.52. That may happen now. If you're a newbie, don't even think about taking this trade outside of the hours. All right? But advanced traders, my fast track traders, you know how to trade this. You can do that. All right? Swissy, they bought dollars this morning. Let's just go check dollars again. Are they still buying dollars? They're still buying dollars, as you can see right here. Still buying dollars. So that means the Swissy's still got an opportunity up to the top. The problem with the opportunity at the top is there's just not that much space up here. But there is little. So you know, if we let me change this a minute. Let me take these down targets off. And there's the up targets right there. Right, so the opportunity is right here. Oh, sorry. Clear. I'm trying to figure out how to keep this thing from. Alright. Here we are. We're trying to break this line at 94.64. If we break this line at 94.64, our target area is right up in here. There's three targets. There's the 55 pip limit from the white dot. There's a PSR here. There's a fib 382 fib here, and there is a 95.28 PSR here. So somewhere in this area is where we're trying to go. We're currently at 64. Up to that would be 60 pips. Right? The problem is you got a fib here, you got a limit here. So you know. It's not a great trade, but it may work. All right? So break, hook, and go, you'll be looking for maybe a possibility of 60.
ドルフランですね。ブレイクフック&ゴーで、ポシビリティ、可能性としてこの上に行く可能性がありますよねと。しかしいろんなのがあるので、わかんないですよねと。
So not a very big trade, but at least it's 60 pips. All right? So, all right. Over to the dollar yen. Dollar yen is now inside the trend, and we're looking for this breakout above here. If we get this breakout above here, I'll put that on. Put the old one back on. Here we go. Break in this line right here. This is your opportunity up to the day chart top. So we're going to go over break, hook, and a go. We're looking at 98.97 from 99.60. All right. So there's only 37 pips. It's not very much. All right. So I would not trade the dollar yen. I would watch.
ドル円です。ドル円はブレイクフック&ゴーを上にしてきたら買っていきますと。で、99円97銭のこのデイチャートのトップですね。ただこれ、あと30ピップぐらいしかないので、私はやりませんということをスコットは言っています。
For the dollar yen to make that move, and then I would go trade a yen cost. Right? There's only 37 pips here. If there's 37 pips on the dollar yen, there's probably 100 on the euro yen, and there's probably 150 on the pound yen, and all the other yen crosses.
もしこれ上がってきたとしても、スコットの場合、私は、黒線他の通貨をやりますと。で、ドル円の30ピップっていうのはユーロ円にしたら100ピップぐらい動くでしょうし、ポンド円だったら150ピップぐらい動くでしょうし、なのでそっちの方をやりますねと。
So that makes more sense to trade those. Right? So let's look at the Aussie now. Aussie dollar. We've had a breakout here. We're looking to continue this move to the upside. We're looking to go up to here. Trade number one is up to 103.63. We've had a break and a hook, and we had a start and go, and it never went. All right. So that was because they bought dollars today, which means the Aussie should go down. All right. Now, if the Aussie was supposed to go down, did it go down? Based on that, did it? The question, no. So what does that tell you? There are no sellers. Isn't that right? Would that be the obvious conclusion? They could have taken that down 50 pips today, and they didn't do it because there aren't any sellers. That means that there's only buyers. So we're going to commit to this trade. It's a two-part trade. Here's trade number 2 up here, trade number 1 right here. This trade.
OG ドルですね。OG ドルは今日少し下がったんですけど、下がりきりませんでしたよねと。なのでこの1つ目2つ目っていう風に取っていきたいよねって言ってます。
You may get this again right in here. All right. So trade number 1 is from 103.07 up to 93.63. Break, hook, and go of the 93.63. You're looking to target 104.21. All right. Moving your stop at the even number of 104.00. All right. Should be easy to see that one. All right. Euro pound. Euro yen. All right. Like I said, there's probably going to be a big opportunity here. All right. So you can see what that opportunity.
ユーロに行きましょう。ビッグオプチュニティ、大きな選択肢来そうですと。
Opportunity is right now. Right? We have got to get above the 130. Until we get above 130, there's nothing to do here. All right. Unless we pull all the way down to here. If we get down here, then you would have bounce off of this back up to the 130. A break, hook, and go to the 130. You're going to trade up to 131.09. All right. So that's 109 pips up there. 109 pips up there, and if you get a good pullback and a bounce, you'll get 60, 70 pips in here. So the total is about 170 pips right there, total.
ユーロ円はブレイクフック&ゴーしてきたら買っていきたいよね。131円09銭までです。約109ピップあります。で、もし今、グッドプルバック、もうちょっといい戻しが来て、ここから買えるとしたら、6、70ピップそれに追加されますよねと。逃したくないですよねと。
It's not here yet, but it is available to us. All right. Let's look at the pound yen. Pound yen has what we want the euro yen to do. That's what the pound yen did. See, that was the trade from yesterday, and a lot of traders make 125 pips or more on this trade. All right. What's happening now?
ポンド円はユーロ円とかドル円にやってほしいことをもうしてますよね。で、昨日のトレードですよね。昨日トレードアラートとかでも。このトレード来てまして、トレードアラートっていうか、このトレードやりましたよねと。で、多くのトレーダーたちが、125ピップぐらい取ってましたと。
Well, we didn't take the day chart top out. You see that? It didn't quite take it out. It fell short of it. All right. So that means that target is still available to us. Let's take this down to a 60, and we'll need to see a pullback. All right. Now you can see that they really need to square the candle up. All right. They're going to need to square this candle up all the way back down to here. All right. So when they pull it down, square this up, and bounce it, you want to take it to the day chart top. And that will be 1, 2,
デイチャートのトップここありますと。で、まだクワイトノットヒットみたいなこと言ってたんで、まだちょっと、まだ完璧には当たってないので、これターゲットのままですと。で、この緑のキャンドル見てくださいと。これレジスタンスもありますし、ここをスクエアアップしてこないとおかしいですよねと。なので、これ一回プルバックして、ここから跳ね返ったところから買いたいですよね。デイチャートのトップまでっていうことを言ってます。で、その間に T30 が1、2、3、4、5個あるので、150ピップありますよねと。
2, 3, 4 T30s, 120 pips up there. Right? So wait for the pullback. All right? Now, they may not pull it back. If they don't pull it back, and they break and hook above the day chart trend, you can see that. If they break and hook above the day chart trend, we'll be looking for the 618 dip up here. All right? So,
で、さらに上がってきた場合ですよね。ブレイク感の5になったら、デイチャートのトップ抜けてなったら、次 0.618 のフィブありますよね。マイナス 0.618 のターゲットを目指していきましょうと。
Got two opportunities. Pull it down here, and there's your trade, or that's it. 1 or 2. Don't trade anything else in here. You get whacked. They're counting on you doing that. New Zealand, all right? New Zealand, we have to adjust the trend. So we'll need a pullback. You can see they're giving it to us now. They almost know they have to do that. Don't get that's what the bankers do. The market makers make the market. They know what they got to do, and they're going to make it. All right? They know that nobody's interested in buying as long as they're up here, and they got an unsustainable trend. So they're going to pull it back down. All right? And that's what they're doing right now. We anticipate this. All right? What do we got right now on this trend? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth wave coming right up there.
9ドルですね。まあ、マーケットメーカーズ、ムーバーズっていうのはそのマーケットを動かしている人たち、銀行員とかビッグボーイズとかとも言いますけど、まあ、彼らっていうのはもうどうやって相場を動かすかっていうのが分かっていますと。で、例えばこれアンサステンデブルトレンド、まあ、ちょっと行き過ぎたトレンド、支えきれないトレンドだったり、なのでまあ戻してきますよね。で、今1、2、3、4、5波目ですよね。なので戻してきて上がりますよねみたいなことになっていますと。
Down here, mostly to the 104.90, 84.90, we'll see a bounce here. We should see a bounce, and we're going to trade it up to 86.09 right here. Moving your stop up at the R4, all right? Because we got PSR above that. That's the ceiling, all right? That's the full back in the back. Two candles like this. Somewhere in the past, that is the floor, which is now the ceiling up here. All right. Let's look at the exotics of the yen. Waiting for this breakout. You see, they tested the breakout this morning. We're not successful. Right? The 102.50 held that again. See, why do we worry about those even numbers? 102 because they're going to hold the market, right? But if we get, we could get a pullback here, the heart line right in here, and then bounce up here. There's still nothing to do till we get above 102.69. When we get above 102.69, there's only 30 pips here. So let's walk away. There's no reason to risk a lot of money for a 30 pip trade when we got lots of other opportunities.
OG 円ですね。これもドル円と一緒で、あと30ピップしかないわけですよねと。まあ、それだったらまあ やる必要はないですと。リスクそこまで取る必要ないですと。
So don't do that. Just stay away from out of the yen. All right. Euro yen. Now Euro pound. Euro pound went to target this morning. All right, nothing we could do. It happened during the London session. Hopefully the London boys took this trade and went right to target. That's why we're target traders, because we find the target. They took this one out, and they took this one out, and they took this one out. All three of them right there. So we're now at the bottom. We're looking.
ユーロポンドですね。まあこれはロンドン時間だったので、まあスコットたちにとっては夜中なんですよね。なのでまあできることなかったんですけどと。で、まあ見ると分かるようにロンドンボーイズって言ってましたけど、ロンドンの銀行員たちがこのターゲットを1つ目、2つ目、3つ目全部取ってきましたと。だから私たちはターゲットトレーダーなんですよねと。こうターゲットに必ずボーイズたちが、ビッグボーイズたちが取ってくるわけですからと。
For the balance, all right? This is the euro pound, all right? We don't want to trade the euro pound after Thursday because it moves too slow. You say, well, I don't know, too slow. Yeah.
ユーロポンドは木曜日、金曜日ですよね。金曜日はもうトレードしたくなくて、もう動きがすごく遅くなっちゃうんですよね。金曜日にはと。金曜日にはと。ということでもうやらないと。
Well, that's because they had a pound in another announcement. That's the only reason it did that. Other than that, it just kind of moved up the hill or down the hill. So walk away from it, and you'll be good. Euro Aussie, we're looking for the
なのでやらない方がいいでしょうと。ああいうアナウンスメント、ニュースの時にああやって上がりましたと。上がり下がりしましたと。で昨日は、GDP でしたっけね。あったんでね。こんな動いたということですね。続いてユーロ OG 見てみましょう。
bounce. Two opportunities here. All right. First one is come down. Yeah, we already hit the bottom here, so this may be the bounce right here. There's nothing to do until we get out of here. Right now, this is a wedge. When we get inside a wedge, we never trade in the wedge. All right. We're in the wedge. I'll get them all behind me. Just give me a second. I'm getting to them. We're doing them down the line. Just walk down the line. Okay. So inside a wedge, we don't trade. So we got to break and go up. We break up here. All these targets have been taken out. Every one of these targets until we get up here. So we can literally go all the way up to this target here. Right. The ATR and the Euro Aussie is 118 pips. So that'd be 4T30s. So it is quite possible to do 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the R3 right here. Right. So we would target the R3. That's 120 pips off the bottom. So we could do that much right there. If we get a break, hook and go, we're going to trade it down to the
ユーロ OG は今ウェッジにあるのですることはないんですけど、上に抜けてきたらまず R3 まで、そしてその上まで、下に抜けてきたらこのターゲットまでっていう風に取っていきたいよねと。
125. That's the opportunity to the downside. Right, so let me clear this. I'm going to drag this down and flip it around. So I know that we've talked about this one. And if we get the trade from here, from break of 125.97 down to 125.09. So nice trade. There's 90 pips down there, folks. Right? So I don't know whether it's going to bounce here or not. That's a day chart trend line. It could bounce here and bounce or not. EuroCAD, we're in the trade, hanging on, just holding on. All right, we're holding on right now through, and we hit the 132.50, you're going to move your stop. Why? Because we had any retracement here at all. Any retracement at all? None. So those of you who got in the trade this morning, 132.50, you got to look for the bounce because we're going to need to retrace, and they haven't retraced. You want the retracement behind you. Once we get the retracement behind us, you can also see that they need to square up this candle right here. And that may be where it happens. It's at 13300. If it breaks, however, it's going all the way up here and square that candle. If you get it all the way up here, you
ユーロカナダです。ユーロカナダは売りですけども、まずリトレースしなくちゃおかしいよね。で、一つ目はこのスクエアアップキャンドルのところでリトレース 1.3300 という節目もあります。で、これもし抜けてきちゃった場合は、その上のこのスクエアアップキャンドルしなくちゃいけないので、ここで跳ね返るでしょうと。そしたら売りたいよねと。
I'm going to take that trade again, and then this trade down here. We're going down to the 3150. Right?
はい。で、ここで上の方で跳ね返ってきたら、このもう一回ここ取りたいよね。で、その後ブレイクしてきたら、下の S5 まで 1.3147、1.3147 まで取っていきたいよねと。
That's two options on this trade here. Other than that, we're in the trade. You're moving your stop. Your stop G right above the 3000 right now. Just sitting on this trade as it goes and wait to see if it'll pop for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, CAD yen. Alright, we're waiting on the CAD yen. It's flopping around right now. Take it up here to a 2440 chart. So we can see that we took out the top here, and that's why we took out the top, but it took all that energy to do it. So now they're just looking for buyers. We're 97.44, okay? When we get the trade, the rest of the trade on here, we're looking to go up to the R7, which is right here, all right? So there's a 55 pip limit from the white dot on the 10-minute chart at 97.78, okay? So you want to trade it up to here and move your stop to break even, sit on it. And then above the 97.78, you want to getting your stop moved by 98, even number, and then there's 33 pips. Depending on the real estate, you may get a third trade in on here. So one.
カナダ円ですね。カナダ円は今、上の方ですね。ここのトップを取ってくるのにパワーをすごい使ったねっていうことを言っていて、ターゲット R7 ですよね。R の7。 で、今10分チャートの白丸から55ピップ取ったリミットがあって、なので、買っていくとしたら、ここで1回止まってっていうか、ここ来たらブレイクイーブンまでストップ上げましょうと。で、その後はシットをね、そのままポジションを持ったまんま、98円っていうイーブンナンバー、切りのいい番号まで来たらストップ上げて、最終的にこの R7 まで持っていきたいねと。
2 and 3 possibilities here. All right. The target is 98.33. All right. They also, you can all see they may.
ターゲットは98円、33銭ですね。
You square this up. So you come back down and square this up. You got to make sure your stop is below here if you're in a straight. All right. You got to make sure you can do the stop is fine because there's the risk and there's the reward. So the risk and reward works with the bigger stop.
ここスクエアアップしなくちゃおかしいですよね。なので、もしこれ下がってきたとしても、このストップはこのスクエアアップより下に置きたいですよね。でもそれは大丈夫で、ストップこれに対してリミットこんだけありますから、ストップリミットのリスクリワード的にはいいですよねと。
Alright. New Zealand yen. Waiting for this one also. Alright. Gotta have a little pullback here. We got our pullback. When we get the bounce, our first target is the 85.26. Takes us up to the 240 chart where we can see it. They've already filled all the gaps, so that's not a problem. Alright. So our first trade is up to here. Right here. Again, I'm really targeting this 1270 right now. Alright. And that'll be the ATR of this currency. So up to the 1270 move your stop. If you get a break of the 86 even number here, you want to break, hook, and go. You want to add a position here and take it up to the R6, which is 86.94. Okay.
9円ですね。9円は今入ってますとエントリーしてて、まずこのターゲットですよね。そして 1.270 っていうのがあるので、ここでちょっとストップ上げたいですよね。ここまで来たらと。で、もし86円っていうところをブレイクしてきたら、ブレイクフッカーのところで買いましょうしたい。R6 まで買いましょうしたいねと。
86.64. Alright, everybody see that? Alright, now, we'll probably more than likely just have a sideways move here over to here and then
8664、8664がターゲットですと。で、今はこれ多分このまま横ばいになっていくでしょうねっていうことを言っています。
down. Alright. We'll see if that happens. Alright. Down New Zealand, well, again, we're waiting for this trade also, waiting for this to break to the north. We're above the 8100, so that's been taken out. We have a sideways move. This is called a rectangle. Rectangles are always buying signs or selling signs depending on how you got in it. We got into this sideways move going up. Therefore, we will continue this move going up. We're going to look for the first target. It will be the 180.
ポンドニュージーです。で、今、レクタングルっていうパターンになってますよね。で、レクタングルっていうのは、そのパターンっていうのは、always buy sign or always sell sign って言ってますから、つまり、その前の動きに対して、のサインになりますと。上がってきたんだったら、これ抜けてきたらまた上がりますし、それが下がってたんだったらまた下がりますっていうことですね。で、今、ファーストターゲット 1.8215 って言ってますね。
82 even number, but the overall target is up here 82.45.
はい。その前に8200があって、その後8245が最終的なターゲットですねと。
Easily make that. The New Zealand yen has a 181 pip ATR, right? So that's 60-30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could get easily up to here. All right, everybody see that? So overall target up here 83.13. You have lots of opportunities depending on the real estate to buy on the dips all the way up, all the way up. All right. Anytime you bury it, look back and go, you have to have a position to it, and then you'll walk out of this trade with 400 pips. All right, if it does that. I don't know if it's going to do that. Does anybody here know if it's going to do that? No, I don't know. Nobody can know. Sure, we have taken off the top as we anticipated this morning, and our target right now is up here. If we get any pullback, those of you who can trade, you want to trade it up to 24.35. The overall target is up here, and let me pop this off here and put new ones on from the bottom. Alright, so now we can see where we're actually going. Alright, so we got the little space left in here, right there, and then if we break, hook and go here, we're going to try to go up to 6.
銀ですね、銀 XAG これは今このターゲットしかないんですけど、それをブレイクフッカーの5をしたら R5 まで行きたいですよねと。
hope that happens. Now, this ATR is very small lately, right? It's been very small through all this area here. So they may get it going again, get these rockers going.
で、銀はすごく最近 ATR が低くて横ばいになってきてたんですけど、またこういう動きになるかもしれないですよねっていうことを言ってますね。
About 60 pip ATR. So, you're looking at 2 T30s every time you make a trade on here. That's it. Over to the Tom Chief. Tom Chief is topped out at our targets. They took all of our targets up to the pip, every single one of them, as you can see. Now, we're looking for a pullback. Alright, if we get a pullback, they need to split this candle up right down here. So it would not surprise me to come all the way back down here and bounce and
ポンドフランですね。ポンドフランはスクエアップしてきて、リトレースして上がっていくのを買いたいよねと。
go back out to the top. So wait for that to happen. If it comes all the way down here, we'll look for the bounce, also back up to the top. Alright, so they need to square that up, and they haven't done that. So we'll wait until they do. If you don't understand square up, there's a tutorial in on the demo trades page for it. You do have to have the website.
で、スクエアアップについては、Let this center before you enter というビデオありましたよね。SNS に載っているので、そちらを見てもらいたいと思います。
Alright, so wait for that to happen, and it looks pretty good if we get a pullback. And finally on the pound Aussie, we're waiting to see if we get another pullback here. They're working a channel. And once they work a channel, you can see this is all. This looks like a down moves. They're actually sideways moves here. These are just sideways moves. So we'll expect a sideways move here and then a bounce up to here. There's our trade right there.
ポンドオージーは、横ばいになって上がって横ばいになって上がってるんで、また横ばい来るかもしれないですよねと、チャンネルラインの中でっていう感じですよね。
1、2、3、4、120 pips.
で、120ピップありますから、これ買っていきたいですよねと。
120 pips. Now, if they pull it down to here, right here, then you'll get this trade once again. So what trade 1 is here, trade 2 is here. Does that make sense?
で、プルバックしてきて、チャンネルライン、スクエアアップキャンドルもありますし、で、サポートとかチャンネルの下に、そこに来た場合、もう一回この一つ目のトレードやっていきたいですよねと。で、二つ目っていう風に取っていきたいよねと。ユーロ王子面白いと。ポンド王子ですね。面白いと思います。
So we're looking for a target of 50.95. Let's call it 5100. That's what we're looking for. So we'll take a pullback, or we'll take a sideways move and a break.
で、ターゲットは50.95ですから 1.5095。1.5100 っていうことを思っておきましょうと。
Alright, folks, that's what I see. Don't forget that there's a couple of fundies tonight in New Zealand this afternoon. So be careful in the New Zealand this afternoon. I'm sure that what we're waiting for is the New Zealand announcement. So in Singapore, be careful. The New Zealand. Right? Remember, the Aussie follows the New Zealand, or the New Zealand follows the Aussie. So if you get a New Zealand trade, you'll probably want to trade the Aussie instead. Alright, Winner's Edge traders, I will send you the link to the session recap that we just did, and so you'll get it in an email, so watch for it. Okay?
はい、というわけで今日のセッションリキャップこんな感じですね。で、キウイのニュースありましたよねと。で、キウイトレードしたいっていう時はオージーをトレードするのもいいですし、オージートレードしたい時はキウイを見てみるのもいいと思いますという感じでした。そんな感じで今日のセッションリキャップ、ここまでにしたいと思います。それではどうもありがとうございました。失礼します。